Names are a funny thing. They're how we identify people, objects, and even ourselves. They're a way of vocalizing someone or something's identity, yet we often take them for granted, especially in fiction. It's quite common for writers to just name a character whatever first pops into their head, or at best make a vague allusion to some other well-known fictional icon. However, most names have meanings, and I find that looking into those meanings can offer an extra layer of insight to a character, from their role in their story to their personality. Welcome to What's in a Name, where we discuss the etymology behind our favorite fictional characters. Today's episode, Lilac from Ender Magnolia. Spoilers for the game if you haven't played it already. Lilac is the main playable character of Ender Magnolia, though they share the role protagonist with their main homunculus companion, Nola. Right off the bat, the naming conventions of these two are rather intriguing. Nola, as it turns out, is a nickname given to Magnolia, the character for whom the game is actually named after. An argument can even be made that she is more so of the main character than Lilac, with more direct ties to the conflict between houses Milius and Frost. Magnolia flowers represent, among other things, nobility and strength, aspects that are undeniable in Nola's character as she strives to right the wrongs of her past, even at the potential cost of her own life. But what about Lilac then? Well, similar to lilies, white lilacs can represent purity, once again reflecting our playable character's amnesiac nature. That said, Lilac is arguably not quite as pure as Lily was in the previous game, at least not in the same way. Even without their memories, it's established pretty early on that Lilac is a bit odd. Noah describes them as having eyes that do not fear death, which ties in nicely to Lilac's quote in the true ending about simply living life to the fullest in the time that they have. It's a different sort of purity than the total innocence of Lily, yet still inspiring nonetheless. Lilacs as a whole, however, have heavy associations with love. While this is usually meant in a romantic connotation, the character of Lilac is one that revolves quite heavily around familial love. Their goal, after all, is to find Lilia, their adoptive mother figure. Indeed, family connections are actually quite a significant part of Ender Magnolia's story as a whole. There's the complicated situation between Nola and her brother Gilroy, Motley and his uncle Declan, and to an extent, Jovan and Levy with their sort of found family dynamic. And that's not even touching on houses Milius and Frost. Indeed, there's a very complex web of relationships woven throughout the entire game. But all of that arguably barely matters to Lilac in the grand scheme of things. At the end of the day, their choice to confront Gilroy and shut down the barrier is done for the sake of the people they love. Their friends in the lower and central stratums, their adoptive mother, and even the homunculi as a whole. In the end, Lilac is not the one who ends the reign of death, or the curse of the blight, but they do nonetheless play a significant role in doing so. From beginning to end, even amidst the loss of their memory, Lilac is driven by their affection for all those they hold dear. By whatever name their love might be known, Lilac's heart stays unchanged.